To be honest, my view is that if you see 10 Nigerians and you put the same question to them, they may not necessarily have one view. People may have different views. But based on your question and my personal view, is that Nigeria is not the dream we had for it. But of course, I'm aware that there were people before me.
Yes, sir.
There are people of my age group, and that there are people that will come after us. I say this because opinions may vary.
Yes, sir.
But I do know that some years ago, at the University of Lagos, in the law section of the university,
yes, sir,
there was a seminar, and a book that was written about Nigeria by somebody who was a politician before independence, and a little period after independence, to be precise. I think somebody was called Ejo Davis.
Ejo Davis.
H.O. Davis.
Oh, yeah, that's the historian.
And I think his imagination, his picture, or how he pictured Nigeria, if Nigeria became independent, was like even our roads will be constructed with gold. And it was years after independence, and we felt Nigeria was not making progress. But when you now compare today to the time I'm talking about now, you find that Nigeria was in fact a great country then.
Then. That was the dream.
Yes. So, certainly Nigeria is not moving along the path of the dream some of us had for the country. But again, we continue to pray. We shouldn't be tired of praying. But it's just merely praying won't be sufficient.
Without action.
There must be some action to support the possibility of the realization of that prayer. The foundation of military is discipline. Discipline. And when you talk of discipline, discipline involves virtually everything good.
Good. Comprehensively.
If you are disciplined, you won't lie. If you are disciplined, you will not be corrupt. If you are disciplined, you will follow the rules. So, a man with such background training or training background, whatever position he finds himself, is likely to imbibe and practice those principles through which he becomes whatever he becomes.
Yes, sir.
So whosoever was appointed or given political appointment under the military took to that appointment, took to that position all these training. Not only that, there were people to supervise. If you were appointed military governor, some higher authority are responsible for putting you there. And they must have considered some factors before putting you there. First, how reliable are you? How competent are you? How imaginative are you? How thoughtful are you? Haven't said that, haven't considered all this. If they think you are worthy of that office, they will then ask your service chief. If you are in the army, for example, they ask the chief of army staff whether he can release this particular officer. If it is Air Force, the same. If it is Navy, the same. Because an officer can be excellent, but his service may need him more. Because they have already, have a vision for his future. The chief of army staff or chief of air staff or chief of naval staff may decide that, look, I can't release this officer. But of course, the head of state is head of state. If he insists, he will say, all right, sir, he may release the officer. In some cases, if he says, I can't release this officer, they will tell us, give us somebody pretty close, having close qualities to this child. So you find that when you get there and you are conscious of how you must have been selected, you are not probably the only one. You want to make sure you do well. In other words, you don't fall short of the expectation of those who entrust this responsibility upon you. That is to say, doing well for yourself, doing well for your family, and doing well for your organization, and doing well for your country. Once you believe in all this, you cannot but do the right thing and do it well. It has diminished. I do not want to rule out the fact that there must be some good people still within the system. But do the young ones really listen?
The question.
So that is, and if you take note on it on almost daily basis, let's put it on regular basis, these old people who saw yesterday and are seeing part of today, they diminish on a daily basis. I'm here now for the burial of General Asabe. He's gone. Murthala, gone. Last week I was in Lagos, General Asabe, gone. And few others that I want to believe in the political setting too. Many people have gone. You are not likely to see the type of people who have commitment to this country, like Olusegun, Obasanjo, Zig of Afrika, Jemibewon. I'm just mentioning few names.
I know. I can see the pain.
So, but like I said, we will continue to wish ourselves the best. But let's go. I believe very strongly in restructuring.
I'm surprised.
And I've called a retired officer like me, but much junior to me, he retired as a colonel. And as a result of the discussion I had with him, which is quite close to up to a year now, we are preparing a paper on restructuring. And my intention is, at a certain time, I'm going to call few people that we should discuss, restructure, and take a position. So it's in the works. What we are trying to do as a beginning is to try to define what restructuring actually means. Because at the moment, people are just making statements and so on. And like any debate, there will be those for and those against.
Yes, yeah.
But I think we need to establish some basic principles. What do we understand by restructuring? What method should we adopt for restructuring?
Good.
And how do we restructure? I think these are the basic things.
Honestly,
that we need. Just merely talking without advancing or suggesting how this restructuring should be done and what exactly do we mean. Some people, for example, they believe merely saying that each state should be responsible for whatever is available within its boundary. That is restructuring.
Yes, the natural resources.
But that may not be exactly so.
Okay. So how, sir?
So this is what I said. I mean, in fact, we have produced some guidelines that we want to follow, and even these 6 political zones people talk about,
conversing for
it was a kind of restructure or structuring. But then the question I would want to ask, are we saying by these 6 political zones we have attained a perfect structure or restructuring? Certainly not. So we need to sit down or appoint some people to actually come out with an idea of what we mean by restructuring. Because it is when we all agree on a certain procedure or definition that we can now say, how do we get there? So in my thought, which I referred to much as with the colonel from my place. We came with the idea that the best way to go about is to accept a definition of the structure that we mean. I know that it is not likely to be possible for the entire country, citizens of the country, to agree, but since we are talking of democracy, we are talking of majority.
Yes, sir. Of course.
What do majority understand by restructure? So we need to understand that. Okay. Then how do we go about it? Because in our view, we've said that probably Nigerians will have between 12 to, I think, between 12 and 16 regions.
You're right, of course.
And we rearrange the present states in Nigeria. And we give reasons for doing that. And we do it in such a way that we feel that if A is not good enough, alternative B. So I think that is where we should move to now. I think some years ago, there was a language that was gradually gaining ground in Nigeria. And I was saying, what is the language now? They put off for this. Let me think about it. When marginalized.
Yes.
If you take note, many years ago, nobody was using that word.
Nobody was using marginalization.
Yes. Until it gained ground, marginalization. Then every part of Nigeria became marginalized. You understand? So we all became marginalized.
Of course, we are always marginalized.
And so it became meaningless. So this is why we think we should sit down and decide what is restructuring, what exactly you mean. Because you see, in every human behavior, in every human activities, there must be restructuring.
That is personal, individual.
Every individual, family, organization, there must be restructuring.
I agree with you.
Look at this chap who owns this place.
Yes, sir.
This Murthala, this place, there was a building.
Yes, eventually the foundation.
Again, go to your own. I'm making it absolutely elementary.
Yes, so that we can understand.
Go to your room.
Yes, sir.
Your own house. There are times you rearrange the chairs in your sitting.
I agree. Just changing of direction and all that.
You are restructuring the place. You go to your room. Sometimes you change your bed from where it was before. That's restructuring. Sometimes you take your own car to the workshop. I said you want to restrain services and restrain it for me.
Yes.
That's restructuring. Do you know a poor man who is sensible? You may think he's rich. He could have one single shirt. When he goes to work in the afternoon, in the night, he washes the shirt. He presses it. The following morning, you think he wears the same shirt he wore yesterday, and you see it.
Neat.
Beautiful, neat. You think he has 6 types. 6 types of that shirt. But it's one shirt. In other words, if you have no money but you have sense,
Yes, sir. Yes.
you may be better than somebody who has money but has no sense. And only a few people have money and have sense.
I know.
Okay? So, restructuring is a natural thing. If anybody who does not believe in restructuring, we should assume it's virtually dead.
I agree with you.
It's virtually dead. In other words, restructure. You want to restructure to make yourself better, to look better, to look healthier. How can you then say if they are to restructure, there will be war? War where? So it's part of the politics in Nigeria. Take for example, during Gowon, when they were to start National Youth Service Corps, people thought this country would break. Today, if you stop, if you cancel NYS,
Yes, sir.
there'll be trouble.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes, because there's no assimilation again. We will
So-
not have the benefit of assimilation.
So anytime you introduce something new in this country, instead of people coming with ideas,
Yes.
they just
Start to fight, attack it. Okay, sir.
Let's go back to the restructure.
Okay, sir.
That national political, I can't remember the name that Obasanjo put in place.
Is it needs?
No.
Okay.
It's like looking to the constitution of the country. What did they call it?
This is a reform.
Yes.
A political conference.
Yes, political
Yes,
put
yes.
by Obasanjo.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, you are a research man.
Yes.
When you go back, go and get the
Yes.
proper name.
Name.
Personally, my view of these 6 political zones in
Zones.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
I have never felt that it will remain. And
You mean Nigeria?
yes,
Okay.
and it was a good idea, but there was no scientific approach to it. Now, you find that if you look at the map of Nigeria, by mere land size,
Yeah.
the north, although strictly speaking, there's no more north now really, but people still talk of north, east, west.
West.
If you look at the north,
On the
it's,
map.
it's almost 4 times the south.
In terms of geographical expansion.
Yes, land area.
Land area.
Then you now say, okay, whatever the number of states in the north must be the number of states in the south. Then why going to states at all then? Why didn't we stick to our provinces? Do you understand?
I understand. So why did we break it?
Why did we break it?
Yeah.
And the way the northern states are today, if you really say you want fairness,
Yes, sir.
and state creation was based on population and land area, then you probably need more states in the north than you do have today.
I agree.
But is it, from the economic situation today, is it worth it?
No, totally no. Because
Even for me, I know if I make a suggestion, people will think I'm mad. Kogi State should be the south.
that is even your own state.
Yes,
Kogi State itself.
yes. But that is personal opinion. But the truth is, tell me, what can we say had been achieved in Kogi State as a state since it was created?
Apart from paying civil servants.
What is the paying civil servant? Are they being paid there? in recent times at all.
And
when they pay them, and when they pay civil servants, where does the money come? Is it not from federal government?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the purpose of saying you have a state and so on?
That is not self-sufficient. That cannot pay itself.
So I think maybe to round it off, because you are a writer, and
yes,
you will know how to put it.
Yes,
that some people must come together in this country and define what restructuring they have in mind when they say Nigeria should be restructured. What are the contents of this restructure? And which body or who are those who enter? Because it should be a debate in National Assembly.
I agree with you.
But unfortunately, it's not originating from there.
In which
case, we are not moving.